management. Governments can't stop it. Adoption is increasing. Education is increasing, not just with Bitcoin, but how foolhardy our fiat system is. We still haven't talked about the regional bank crisis in the USA. This is why Bitcoin was designed, people. Okay? Bitcoin was designed in the last great financial crisis, 2008, 2009, 14 years ago, for the next financial crisis, which is now.
During the interview, Foss also reacted to some popular criticisms against Bitcoin. In its short 14 years, the leading crypto asset has undoubtedly rattled some nerves, and there have been many attempts to discredit and shoot it down. Though there have been genuine efforts to understand the nascent industry, it's clear that some of the loudest Bitcoin critics have not made any efforts to understand both the underlying network and the popular cryptocurrency. One of the main criticisms that have been brought up against Bitcoin is that it is backed by nothing that has no value. Another criticism is that if Bitcoin's value keeps going up as advocates predict, people will not want to use their Bitcoin for transactions, which defeats arguments that the crypto asset will one day become the world's reserve asset. Let's get back to the interview as Greg Foss gives his opinion on these criticisms and highlights other investment opportunities outside Bitcoin.
They understand the internet, and they'll probably say no. And then ask them if they use the internet, and they'll probably say yes. And then you say it's the same thing, okay? You don't need to understand how Bitcoin works in order to appreciate how valuable it is. Is the internet valuable? Yes. What's it backed by? The network. Is Bitcoin valuable? Yes. What's it backed by? The network. Okay, it's exactly the same thing.
How do you have economic growth if there's no incentive to spend the currency?
Okay, that won't happen because there's a price for everything. First of all, if you choose to own Bitcoin and not eat, you're going to die. So you have to actually spend some Bitcoin to eat. Okay, and then you can say, well, I could pay someone to do this to fix my house. I'm not able to fix my house by myself, and I'm going to use Bitcoin. Because why? Well, the utility of me paying someone to fix my roof in my house is better than living in a leaky house and having all my Bitcoin, but not, living comfortably. So it's like anything, Ryan. Prices will rise to marginal utility, marginal cost, where they intersect. You remember Economics 101? Doesn't matter what the unit of account is. Those two things will intersect and a transaction will take place.
What other opportunities do you see out there at the moment?
I like hard assets. So I own gold, I own silver, I own oil, I own real estate. My biggest exposure is real estate. It's a lifestyle thing. I have 3 kids. We have a house. Shame on me, but yeah, we have a house. Like, that's just the way it works. We have an investment property in the United States where we rent an investment property, but we spend some time there. That's a good investment. Neither of them are portable. If I have to move to El Salvador, these are going to go for sale at fire sale prices because you got to get out. You know what I mean? Yeah. So this is why you have to balance portability, transferability, scarcity, all the things that make Bitcoin beautiful. And you don't have to have all your assets in Bitcoin. I think we've laid out that scenario pretty well. So don't own zero. I mean, again, for anyone who listens, okay, please do some work. And you're not going to get this right away. It's going to take you some time. But understand how flawed the fiat system is, and then understand how beautiful Bitcoin is as a solution. Now, Bitcoin is the only digital asset that solves it. Ethereum is a proof of stake, centralized fiat asset, okay? Ethereum is exactly like fiat, but Bitcoin is not controlled by anyone. There's a fixed supply. Ultimately, it is the solution. It's the only digital asset that solves the fiat Ponzi. So be careful what you invest in and understand that Bitcoin is not crypto. Bitcoin is a standalone asset class within the crypto asset space.